Welcome to Solving Systems by Elimination. Let's get started. You'll remember that a system of equations is just two or more equations together, and that there are three possible solutions to a system. You can get one solution, which is where your equations intersect, or you can get no solution when your equations are parallel and they never intersect, or you can get infinitely many when the equations are the exact same line and every point on that line is a solution. Now, there are many ways to solve a system. We've learned graphing, either on a paper or in the calculator. We've also learned how to solve with substitution. Today we're going to learn how to solve by elimination. Now, we've been working with our equations in slope-intercept form, getting them into y equals mx plus b. But in order to do elimination, you're going to want your equations in standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. A and x are still those coefficients of those two variables. So here's an example. 3x plus 8y equals 11. You can see this is in standard form. ax and by equals c. So we've got the x with the coefficient, a b with the coefficient, and we have that c. And I'll put it here too in case you need to see it. And then here's our other equation, 2x minus 8y equals 4. So with elimination, you want to look for a variable that has the same coefficient, which in this case is this 8y. They both have an 8 in front of the y. So we can easily eliminate that. Now, since we have a plus 8y and a minus 8y, we want to add these two equations together, because when we do 8y plus a negative 8y, that equals 0, and they cancel out. So anytime your signs are different, you're going to add. If the signs are the same, you would subtract, which we can do that later. So 3x plus 2x is 5x. And then 8y plus negative 8y is 0, so those cancel and you have nothing. And then 11 plus 4 is 15. So we've completely eliminated the y variable. Now we have 5x equals 15, and now we just need to solve for x. So we can divide both by 5, and we get x equals 3. Now that we have an x, we can go back to one of these equations. I would always pick whichever one looks easier, and plug this x equals 3 into the x of the equation. I'm just going to do the first one for now. So 3, and instead of putting that x, we know what x is, it's 3. Plus 8y equals 11. And now we just solve for y. So 3 times 3 is 9, plus 8y is 11. We're going to combine our like terms. We want to solve for y, so y is glued there. And we move the 9 over, so we have 8y equals 2. Then we just divide, and I'm going to move this over here so we can see it better. 8y equals 2. So now we divide by 8. Divide by 8. You can stick that in your calculator and turn to a fraction, and that's 1/4. So now we have an x equals 3, and we have a y equals 1/4. So we put our solution back into an ordered pair, because remember, if we were to graph these, we'd be looking for that intersection point. So we have to put it in an ordered pair. So our answer is 3 1/4. Let's do another example. Remember to look for the variables that have the same coefficient, which in this case is the x. They both have a coefficient of 1. Now, these signs are not different. They both have the same sign. They're both a positive 1x. So now we're going to subtract. So we have x minus x, which just means they cancel and you have nothing. Then we do 2y minus 1y, which is just y. And 5 minus 4. Which is 1. So this one was easier. You didn't even have to solve anymore. You have y equals 1. Now we go back and plug this 1 in for one of these y's. I'm going to use the top one. Doesn't matter which one you wanted to use. So x plus 2, and then again instead of the y, we're plugging in the 1, equals 5. Then we just solve x plus 2, because 2 times 1 is 2, equals 5. Subtract the 2 from both sides. because we're combining our like terms, and we have x equals 3. So then again, you would write your solution as an ordered pair, 3, 1. So as a quick summary, remember we want to look for variables that have the same coefficient. Those are the variables you want to eliminate. If those variables have the exact same sign, then we're going to subtract the equations. If they have different signs, then we're going to add the equations. And we're going to have plenty of time to practice elimination in class, so you can really get it down. Don't forget to watch the next video where we're going to learn one last new way to solve a system of equations. Thanks for watching and see you soon.